How's it going, guys? So today is the day I talk about the most real-life villain on reality TV. That's right, it's Big Ed. It's crazy how this big man with no neck literally tricked us all. When we first watched him on 90 Day Fiance 1 year ago, here we all thought when he was first introduced, he acted like the normal insecure guy that is a common thing on 90 Day Fiance. Like, we all thought he was this weird guy with no neck who rode on a moped. He would be another forgettable star on the 90 Day Fiancé. But no, that sadly never happened. And it's also crazy to think people at first really liked Big Ed. Me included. He was this idiot, but he was funny at the same time. But that changed real fast when the real Big Ed was slowly revealed, and I think, and I hope most people think, he's the most hated reality star ever. So what caused all this? So I should talk quickly about what is 90 Day Fiancé, even if I think most people know what it is. So it's about these couples, but one of them is from a different country and they have 90 days to get married. But it's actually about insecure men getting really hot foreign women and ruining it really fast. But back to Big Ed. So when we first see Big Ed, he says he's a photographer, but he acts like that stereotypical photographers you see from comedies. But this time it's not funny.
Shake it out. Perfect. Okay, let's go. Hello, stop it. Oh my God. Ooch, ouch. Nice.
So after that, you would think he's one of the normal cast members they get. But no. Because next, for some reason, people are still trying to figure this out, he just starts putting mayo in his hair. He claims it's good for you. Like Will Smith said, sorry for the sneeze, but I smell bullshit. That right there should have been our warning of the true darkness of Big Ed. But anyway, we all thought he's just like the rest of the guys, even if that mayo hair should have been a warning to us. But we still thought he was this weird short guy, but nothing new. If you've watched the TLC channel before. But that would soon change real quick. Because, I don't know if you noticed, I didn't at first, but mostly every scene contains merchandise from Big Ed. And you gotta think, this was his first season on the show, so no one knew who this guy was. Sounds very suspicious. But the next time we see Big Ed, he says he met this girl online who is 23 and she's from the Philippines. But he was 54 at the time, so it's like a 30-year difference. Gross, but according to him, he loves her even if he never met her before. But he gets on the airplane and travels to the Philippines to meet the love of his life. But he was holding a big secret from her.
Am I what you expected? You like?
I expected yours told to me. But
Tall, more tall.
short to me.
I thought if I told you I was the same height, maybe I would have a chance.
Yes, he lied to her that he was tall and never mentioned that. Why would he lie? Because he's just gonna meet her in real life. It makes no sense. But that is classic Big Ed. So if you were watching the first episodes, you wouldn't think anything of Big Ed. He's just weird, but he's not crossing the line. That's not until we get to the last few episodes is we see the true Big Ed. It's when Ed can't stand her hometown at the Philippines, saying how bad it looks. Even if they are at a poor neighborhood, yeah, let's just insult this person's house. That's very polite. I swear, he's a fucking dumbass. But that's not it. It gets a lot worse. So he he convinces Rose to leave her hometown and go to a hotel room with him. You know, a man you barely know, but there are cameras all over, so I'm sure she felt safe. Anyway, they go on this mini trip to an island at the Philippines. And during the trip, Big Ed thinks monkeys are the devil.
Oh my God,
Here,
there's...
monkey! Hi,
Oh,
monkey!
there's a little monkey. Hi, little buddy. There's another monkey over there. Oh, Marv! What the hell?
But this is when we see the true Big Ed. He's truly this mean person. So during the whole trip, he insults her the whole time. Says that she has bad breath and she needs to get more mouthwash and that she's too hairy.
Your legs were kind of like mine. They were hairy.
What?
Yeah. So I'll make you a deal. If you shave your legs, I'll shave my beard.
Why? They shaved my legs.
Leg hair, it just seems kind of less feminine for a woman. So it...
Dude, what the hell is the matter with you? You never say that about anyone to their faces. It's rude and you could truly hurt that person. And he totally did ruin her self-esteem. But I'll talk about that later. So now I get to talk about probably the most pathetic moment from Big Ed. He cries when Rose leaves him. Wow, what a real shocker. You know, you've been mean to her the whole trip, and then she eventually leaves you. How shocking. So he cries so the audience would be on his side, but that never happened. This was it. He was not going to fool the audience anymore. This was truly the last straw that broke the camel's back, because people realized how shitty Big Ed is actually. So now we get to the reunion, and I cannot believe reality shows still have reunions. But whatever. But this episode, you truly see how Big Ed broke Rose. She cries with sadness and anger when she even talks about Ed. And the scummy Big Ed tries bashing Rose, saying that she tried getting back together with him. Dude, she's having a breakdown seeing you. She was never trying to get back with you. But because she's having a freaking mental breakdown even talking to Big Ed. But after that, after the reunion, you would think that would be it for the Big Ed story, hopefully. Nope, sadly not. This is the TLC we're talking about. So we all thought it was over for Big Ed. But a year went on, and now it's the present, 2021. Yes, Big Ed was 2020, even if that seems years ago. So they had another spin-off of 90 Day Fiance. There's like 100 spin-offs by now of this stupid series. But it's called The Single Life, where it's just the losers that are now single. So of course, there's Big Ed's big return, and when we see him, he goes out with a friend. And he keeps looking at this waitress until he gets the balls to go up to her, and he basically begs to her to go on a date with him. But what will she say? Well, there's a bunch of cameras at her face. Then there's this sad, pathetic man begging you to go on a date with him. Of course she's gonna say yes to be nice on camera and to get this creep away from her. Great start for the new journey of Big Ed. He's such a fucking tool, I swear. So they go on a date by going to his house. What does that matter with these women by now? But she goes on a date with him, and it's clear she has no interest for him. Why would she? So she decides to go. Good for her. And Big Ed literally assaults her by forcing a kiss on her.
Cool.
Thank
Awesome.
you. You can't do that.
Why not? I kissed your nose.
No.
Too soon?
That kind of pushed me back.
Where?
Huh? I didn't know you were going in for that.
I didn't either. It was spontaneous.
No.
And I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to crawl out of my skin when I saw this. It's the most cringe moment I've ever seen. So you would think after that uncomfortable and awkward date, we would never see Liz. That's her name, by the way. But no, she keeps on seeing Big Ed. Wonder why? Is it because she's on a TV show now? Anyway, she keeps on seeing Big Ed, where after just weeks of seeing each other, she goes on a trip with him to go to a wedding. And why? But okay. So they go on their Vegas trip. That's where the wedding was. And we see them finally meet Big Ed's daughter. And for some reason, the daughter is mean to Liz. For no reason. Guess the apple didn't drop far from the tree, did it?
They both have younger kids, and they're both younger than me. But Liz looks older than me. She looks rugged. Botox does wonders.
And you know the weird thing is, each woman he sees, they're both the same age as his daughter. It's just a weird thing I noticed. And even so, they share the hotel room, and Big Ed asks Liz if they can sleep at the same bed together. She keeps saying no. I mean, they haven't been together for that long, so it makes sense. But you know Big Ed, yes is the only answer. So somehow he convinces her, probably again, she just wanted Big Ed to stop talking to her. So they share the bed together. Then, for some reason, only claims from Big Ed is that he got some. He slept with Liz. And how he brags about it is the most pathetic thing you'll ever see. He acts like it's his first time. You know, you share it to your friends then, but Big Ed is 55 at this point. It's kind of pathetic, Ed.
Off the charts. We started snuggling. And we started to kiss. And she is so beautiful and soft and caring. She's a giver.
Did you guys have sex?
Okay, so yeah, I mean we made love all night. That was great last night, by the way. Both times. We did it about twice, and Liz's body is amazing. It's like a surreal dream. It's just like, it was incredible, like incredible. I never had anyone take over and make love to me in my life. It will go down in Big Ed history as the event. So now, I'm just hoping that every time it's gonna be like that.
So now we get another reunion, and just like the other one, Ed broke Liz. They broke up because Big Ed, the gentleman, was, of course, mean to her. And he, you're not going to believe this, he was a sugar daddy when he went to Vegas. I wish I was shitting you. He is probably the most disgusting person on TV. So the whole time she's a mess, and classic Ed tries turning it around, but the cast members and the audience knows Big Ed is just bullshitting at this point, because that is our classic Big Ed. So now what? So as another season ended, Big Ed needs attention. So now he has a YouTube channel, and the content is really bad. There is one where he eats ribs, and he purposely makes a mess, and it's just a gross video. So yeah, I hate Big Ed. I think he's a disgusting person, and he, for some reason, enjoys mentally ruining women. He's just a horrible person who craves attention. That's why he does those things. He wants attention. Doesn't matter to him if it's negative attention, because people are talking about him. That's what he wants. And he was only on the show to promote his merchandise. He never cared about Rose and Liz. He wanted to be on camera, get attention so people would buy his merch. So Big Ed, if you're watching this, go fuck yourself. And I would like to thank you guys for still watching this video. And if you actually enjoyed this, subscribe, because help out grow this channel, and share the video to other people. And yeah, like the video too, because this is a good video. So yeah, subscribe, share, and like, and I'll see you guys later. Follow me on my socials, Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. And don't be like Big Ed. All right, peace.